Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This time Jackson will throw it. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set up. 90, Wolf. Yep.
Hey. You got 3.
You did it.
On 1st down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, Delta.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Down to lose 1. Smooth. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. We got it. Check 43. Check 26. Check 26.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Check 56.
On first down, Carson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Hurry.
2nd and 5. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
General West.
Shoot. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Out. Shift.
Look at me. Go up.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watch the slack. Hey, Alpha.
59. Mike, 59.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
This is Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, Orbit.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing again. Herbert. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, Haywood! Go!
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Check 59, Mike.
Hey, rock, sleep him.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
56, check 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We Remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ready? 56. Mark 56. They can't hang with us.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 17 yards out as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lift your wings at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to keep. Touchdown, Bears! The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's pin the mirror.
Here's Grant. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They go back to Grant. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 59. Let's put them on the buses.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Grant. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Have a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
60 out, Blue draw, Porter.
On second down, it's Grant. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
60 or.
Third and 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Deuce.
Check look, squeeze. Go. Ready.
On third down, Grant. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Get that ball. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. And here we go. Watch the
Topper.
Check. Fresno. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Lead grip.
On first down, it's Grant. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joker.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Let's go, tackle.
Get roll. West. Mike, 56, Mike, 56.
Hey,
Sean.
let's get in there, huh?
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Lamar Jackson, 34 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, foxtrot. There.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hey, Team 6.
Here we go.
On first down, Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Saints on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
X3. 218. Chopper. Get it.
They will run with Grant. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Let's go.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
On the ready.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Yep. Ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
Go on.
Slam.
Slam. Bam.
On third down, Grant. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their end.
That's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway as that.